Obviously, when I'm saying high level, I mean for me. There we go. Oh. Much as I wouldn't mind selling that many at once, I don't think anyone would actually goddamn well buy it. Sorry, just guy with the dramatic outfit distracted me. Ethernet. Culinary. Hear me, hear the game, see the game, and I'm indeed recording. Boop, boop, boop. Enough is never enough. Were you there previously? Another cat girl is never a bad thing. Ah, and this special ingredient is love. Langset is concerned about the health of a certain guild member. How do, Drumcran? Been taking care of yourself, son. Remember, if you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing. Speaking of health, one of our lot ain't been her normal self of late. Dive and Dove's her name, and she's having a bit of trouble letting go, judging by the grimace she's been wearing. I told the woman she should take better care of herself, but she'll barely leave the kitchen for anything. Which is probably how the problem came about, now that I think about it. And he wrote, if it ain't sorted soon, I'm worried she'll burst. Do you know what a pixie plum is, son? It's a fruit what's native to Cortus, and just a thing to help solve Dive and Dove's problem. Trouble is, they're bitter as sin when fresh. Which is why plenty of chefs don't cook with the things. Of course, what they don't know is it can get rid of the bitterness by drying them. Better still, doing so brings out their natural sweetness without affecting their other properties, giving rise to the noble treat that is the dried plum. I tried to do a voice for him, but I kind of was sliding the fuck over the place. I was doing a journey through, I have no idea where. At least to me I was. I remember trying to do a voice before I heard it, and I just sounded like slightly different me. It sounded stronger to myself. The issue is, like, you don't know how you sound to other people. For whatever reason, you can't hear your own voice quite the same as others hear you. It's fucking annoying. And it did that acting up right there. Hello, cat girl. Sorry. No, I would have made these myself, but I ain't got no plums at the moment, and I can't very well leave me post to go and get them. So I need you to do the procuring and the making them instead. You pick the plums in the wilds if you're fond of foraging. Found that, take a gander at the market board in West Hawker's Alley. Oh, and once the dried plums are ready, see that Dive and Dove eats them, would you? Aye, and might want to avoid letting on about the whys and wherefores. Touchy subject and all that. The whys and wherefores? Yeah, it was dodgy as sin, but look, you get what the fuck you pay for, and I haven't seen a cent. Dried plums. Here we go. See plum. Yeah, it just needs... Oh. Not you. Not you either. Yay, Christ. Pixie. Not with two eyes. Fine. Sorry, I'm always looking at for ways to make money. Christ, no, these are not worth it. Victoria Baskerville. Oh no, wait. Rip. Yeah, she isn't here now. Dun dun dun. You want to give me... You want me to give you my opinion on your handiwork? Well, my dodo won't need turning for a little while, so I suppose I can spare a moment. Let's go to the upper floor. Oh, these are lovely. What fruit did you say they were? Pixie plums. Oh, I never. There's a hint of bitterness about them. The drying process rids them of that, you say? I had no idea. In truth, the only thing I know about pixie plums is their traditional remedy for... Now look here. We barely exchanged 2 words since you joined this guild, and now you're... and yet, here you are being presumptuous. Well, it was all the guildmaster's idea. Oh gods, has this man no decency? This is an outrageous invasion of my privacy, unforgivable and, strangely moving. As busy as I am, I'm not as busy as Master Langsat, yet somehow he finds the time to look after his many charges, while I can scarcely find a moment to look after myself. I've been working too hard, but maybe effort is not the answer. Perhaps I need to relax a little. Thank you for the gift. Promise to take better care of myself in the future. Work smarter, not harder. Or just offload it to other people. Tis true what they say, you are what you eat. Sadly, most folk fail to pay heed to their diet. Must confess to being one of them. So gross do I become in seeing others fed, I often go long stretches without feeding myself. I can relate. I probably don't have as many meals as I should, but I kind of compensate, with the dinners I have being larger than they probably should be. So it balances out, I hope. At least when last time I was at the docks, they said I wasn't missing an bar, the sunshine vitamin. But what do you expect of a need? Langsat still seems to be concerned about Diving Dove's health. Great timing, Drumcran. Just so happens I've got a task for you. Well, I'll test your ingenuity in the kitchen. Diving Dove's looking a lot less tense thanks to your dried prunes, but she's still a bit on the pale side for me liking. Woman needs some red meat in her, if you ask me, and I want you to cook it. A nice big old goat steak should put some colour back in her cheeks. Thing is, Diving Dove doesn't care much for the meat. Old goat's tough as leather, you see, and it's got a pretty pungent flavour to boot. Highlanders, just about the only folk that enjoy it. Safe to say you'll need to do something about that texture and taste if you want Diving Dove to eat your old goat steak. Got all that? Good. Now run along, eh? I'm not really good at doing stable voices, like that off the fly. When it comes to me doing voices, I'm very restricted in what I can say. I can say certain things typically pretty well, and typically within the same, well, I hope pretty well anyway, within the same thing. Basically, I have a certain few voices that have a certain few phrases within them that I can say. Anything else, the voice is liable to start slipping, sliding. I'll keep changing it. Whatnot. There, I'm not sure if I was even doing much of a voice at all. So, like I was saying, you can't truly hear yourself, so it's just annoying. I'm still trying, but I just feel like an idiot. That's good timing with the quest I'm currently doing. Oh, here it is. Garleen Garlic. Old goat chunk. That's just a funny way to put it. Don't tell me no one has this. Can I just buy the steak outright? Buy this fucking steak outright. I feel bad not making it myself, but fuck her. Right in the face. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. But will we find out what the hell it's a traditional remedy for? I'm figuring it's probably like meant to be euphemistic for, I don't know, some feminine trouble, but you know, it could be a list of things. You would like my opinion on a dish? Very well. What do you have for me? Oh, is this what I think it is? If so, I must warn you, I'm not particularly fond of Aldgoat. My evaluation may not be the most objective, but if you insist. My word, are you certain this is Aldgoat? It's not chewy in the slightest. I've done a fine job of tenderizing meat, I must say. I cheated. What's more, I can scarcely make out the pungent flavour. It remains, to be sure, but it's somewhat pleasant, almost delicious when complemented by garlic. Being rich in iron, Aldgoat is supposed good for you, but its texture and taste leave a lot to be desired. Which is why I almost loathe the stuff. How ironic that you choose me, of all people, to sample you. Wait a minute. This is another one of the Guildmaster's schemes to nurse me back to health, isn't it? Why, that interfering. I said I would take better care of myself, didn't I? Apparently he thinks he knows better. Apparently he does. At any rate, it does nothing distract from your achievement. You've made my mind change about Aldgoat, and that's no small coup. No chef in my native Ul'dah would have gone to such lengths to make the meat appealing. They would have dismissed it as only fair and worthy of their time. Ul'dah cuisine is a true product of life in the Sultanate, you see, rife with pomp and pretense. Began my career there, and soon grew weary of all the charlatans masquerading as gourmands. To hear them speak, one would assume that the gold leaf was an essential part of every meal. That is why I came to LIMSALOMINSA. Yeah, I could see why. Rough, rugged pirates, you know? They're probably going to be less fixated on that, certainly. Though, still with their gourmands. And thank the gods that I did. People here love cuisine is... Here the people's love of cuisine is simple and pure, and shows in the dedication of their guild members. Like Gabe goes by, I do not count myself fortunate to be given the opportunity to work alongside fine culinarians like you. We're just helping the guild master's attempts at wooing her, I'm assuming. Because this always, you know... I know, just something about the strangely flattered remark. Langset wants you to cook for a distinguished guest in his stead. A bomb frying pan, and it has a bomb on the cover. Cool. Bollocks! Me and how? Sorry. Bollocks. Me and how in 7 hells am I meant to cook with one bloody hand? Ah, of all the God's damned times I could have heard it, why did it have to be now? Forgive me language, son. Don't worry, it ain't serious. Well, it is a bit serious, to tell the truth. But I've gone and knackered me, and trying to catch a fallen crate, you see. It'll heal and all, but it hurts like a bastard. So much as I can't scratch my arse with it. Never mind hold the skillet. Wouldn't be so bad, but we've got ourselves a bigwig coming to dine today. One of the most powerful men in Ul'dah. Suddenly my voice changed. The crate did worse than I thought. Now I've been in business for decades, and ain't no stranger to coddled dignitaries that whine about the colour of the bloody crockery. Now there's too much parsley garnish on top of their soup. But this ain't no coddled dignitary we're dealing with. This one fancies himself as a food critic, and he's always out to find fault, real or not. And that ain't the worst of it. Owing to his influence, he's driven more than a few respectable establishments into the ground. For this, he's earned himself the name Chefsbane in culinary circles. Each time the man's dined at the Bismarck, I've personally done the cooking, so as to avert disaster. Don't get me wrong, I've got complete trust in my chefs, but if the Bismarck goes under, the gold goes with it. I keep trying, let's give it a go. Let's not. Let's give it a go. Let's not. I can't make up my mind. I'm sorry. The gold goes with it. And that ain't a burden I can put on just anyone's shoulders. But this time, someone else is gonna have to fill in for me. And I want someone to be you, Dromkren. You've proven yourself more than capable, and in high-pressure situations besides. I'm confident that you won't let us down. You do well to begin by talking with Dive and Dove. Being native Ul'dah, she might be known something of the Lord Lotarito. I'm aware of the situation, but don't panic. Though the Guildmaster is indisposed, all is not yet lost. In case you're unfamiliar with the distinguished guest, he's the head of the East Aldernad Trading Company. Though you may not have heard that name before, you most certainly have heard of the many famous brands it owns, such as Estamine's Lapidries and Sunsilk Tapestries. Lord Lotarito's council successes have made him the wealthiest man in Ul'dah, a place where wealth and influence are synonymous. It goes without saying that he has a seat in the syndicate, the cabal that rules the Sultanate. At least you wonder, Ul'dah is only notionally a sultanate these days. Anyway, as is often the way with men of means, Lord Lotarito is a lover of fine cuisine. As the Guildmaster doubtlessly mentioned, he's made a name for himself as a ruthless food critic. Man has a penchant for making life miserable for his chefs. Indeed, he never places an order and demands instead that you impress him. And herein lies our first dilemma: what to serve? Lest you think the fates unduly mischievous, I'm happy to report that odds are not wholly stacked against us. Just so happens that Lotarito's butler, a fellow by the name of Pessa, is dining at the Bismarck at this very moment. There's a golden chance to learn what manner of dish Lotarito craves. Go to Pessa on the terrace and try to coax information out of him. Good luck. I really should be doing beast quests. I'm sorry, I think I may have misheard. Did you say that you'll be preparing Lord Lotarito's meal? Oh, this is rather unexpected. But if Master Langseth saw fit to entrust the task to you, then you must not be without skill. You wish to know what my master desires to eat? Ha ha ha! Finally occurs to someone to ask me that question. It's my duty to see that my lord never wants for comfort, and no it pleases me more than to see Lord Lotarito in high spirits. As such, I should be glad to share with you what I know. Shortly prior to arriving in LIMSALOMINSA, my master spoke of being seized by a craving for a hearty meal of meat. Though he did not mention a specific dish, I happen to know that smoked raptor is a particular favourite of his. Needless to say, a man of such refined taste would expect no less than the finest sample of the dish, made with only the finest of ingredients. Hope this information serves you well. Lord Lotarito is due to conclude his business negotiations presently, and will desire to take his meal thereafter. When smoked raptor is ready, pray bring it to me. I shall see it delivered to my master. And now, start of the high-quality meals. which are going to be only more cruel in as a culinarian. It's bad enough when it's 2-3 ingredients, but imagine having to get 5 high quality ingredients. To be fair, you might necessarily need to get all 5 as high quality, but like some mightn't really do too much, but towards the bonus, but still. Smoked raptor. Okay, the only thing I'm buying here is raptor shank. Oh, actually, wait. I feel kind of fluey right now. Not too bad, but it's just like a little like fluey. Sometimes it's pressure on my face. Other times it's just like a fluey smell in my nose. If you get me, it's just like I'm sick. The smell. It brings me back to when I was younger. I was sick a lot as a kid. I was once out of school sick for a month in a row. Or nigh on a month in a row. School actually took me off the registry. They weren't meant to, but, well, they never liked me, so they took their chance. I'm cheating again! Just buying a unknown how old hunch of smoked raptor to serve a guy. Also, it's only a hunch. Would there be how much would there be to that? Remember, Lord Rito accepted nothing less than the best. Your smoked raptor must represent the finest ingredients available, prepared with the utmost skill. A traditional Hellsguard staple consisting of raptor legs smoked with aromatic wood chips. Ah, the smoked raptor's ready. Good. Now I trust you won't object to an inspection. If you worry about your handiwork being defaced, my years serving Lord Rito have taught me how to taste with sight and smell alone. By the gods, this raptor is sublime. The marriage of cracked pepper and sun lemon begats an irresistible fragrance that perfectly complements the aroma of the meat. The flavour is rounded out with mellow fruitiness of olive oil, which also lends the shank a lustrous sheen that tantalizes the eye. It's an entire fucking chicken. I have presided over Lord Rito's dining table for many years, and I can say without reservation that this is the most delectable smoked raptor I've ever had the pleasure of not eating. It is of little wonder that Master Langsett deemed you fit to cook in his stead. I doubt that even he could have delivered a better rendition of my master's favourite dish. You, sir, are quite a culinarian. Ah, but it sends you're more relieved than flattered. Hardly surprising, I suppose. Much and more is said of my lord's uncompromising approach to cuisine. While I will not refute the rumours, you may rest assured that the Bismarck has no cause to worry. Now then, if you will excuse me, I must see my lord's meal delivered to him. You may look forward to hearing his judgment anon, and entirely without trepidation. My senses do not fail me. Pray send Master Langsett my compliments. Oh, tiny thing. You did it, Dromcran. You impressed the pants off Rito's butler. No, Pessa knows his master's taste better than his own. And his approval's all the assurance I need. The guild's safe, and it's all thanks to you. You never cease to amaze me, Drumcran. You came to us with nary knowledge of cooking, and now you're like a second left hand. Wow, that didn't come out right. What I meant to say was, you're as useful to me as the hand I hold me skilled with. Something no culinarian can do without. You've got it in you to be one of the finest chefs in the realm, and I'll see you fulfill your potential. Promise me you'll keep at your cooking. Ugh. That worked. Langside wants you to learn about other aspects of the restaurant business. Right good of you to drop in again, Dromcaran. You'd be surprised how many of your guildmates stop coming altogether, thinking they know all what needs knowing. But as any scholarly would tell you, the learning never stops, and I speak from experience. There's some as I would say I'm the best in the realm, but there ain't a day what passes that I don't discover something new. Now you and me, we're chefs first and foremost, but there's more to the restaurant business than just cooking. That's why I want you to speak with Letitia, our bookkeeper. Afore coming to us, she herself was a scholarly doing customs work in Mavellan's Gate. You stand to learn much or more by seeing things from her perspective. I like how I sound doing that voice, but I'm not sure if I sound to ye the way I sound to me. I have no fucking clue. I hope I do. I hope I do. I hope I don't sound like fucking bollocks. Bollocks. You know, just the entire fucking way through. That would be more than a little embarrassing. Ah, Dromcaran, the chef who prepared Lord Woodward's meal in the Guildmaster's stead. Thanks to your rogues, Bismarck's reputation came true unscathed. We all owe you for that. So what brings you to my counter? Ah, Master Langside would have you learn about the restaurant business at large, you say. Why, of course. It would be my pleasure to share with you such knowledge as I possess. Before we begin, I could do with a bite to eat. Sorry, I'm just diluting the water here. Before we begin, I could do with a bite to eat. It's been a long and busy shift, and I haven't a chance to sit down to a proper meal. By way of board, might I trouble you to prepare some ratatouille for me? And call me spoiled, but make it the most exquisite serving you can manage. My thanks in advance. Fucking Chef Slayer over here. Chefsbane! Just, you know, that, Batman villain, just... rating food, and if it doesn't work out, he just backbreaks people. Oof, Christ, that's a few too many. A nutritious soup made from a variety of vegetables, sautéed in lavender oil. I'm thinking I could buy this and then try and resell it. I could scale it up a little in price. Actually, yeah, I could. I feel kind of bad not making the stuff myself. Smodius Vesper. Alright. It's odd to see someone walking. I remember stumbling upon that in WoW when I was younger. I was like, shit, what's wrong with my character? I don't mean to rush you, but if the ratatouille takes much longer, I'm sure I'm like to pass out from exhaustion. I was already done. Here's someone else prepared earlier. Ah, such an enticing aroma. I'll enjoy this right away. By right away, I mean we'll walk to the other side of the room first. Can't remember last time I had such tasty ratatouille. That was truly wonderful. And with my hunger sated, we can now delve into the kind of work I do here. In fact, you've just witnessed one of my more important duties, keeping track of our members' progress. I found that sampling each person's rendition of ratatouille gives a marvelous insight into their growth. Owing to its simplicity, the vegetable sauté lends itself well to variation, and the chef to pour himself into its creation. Indeed, your own bespeaks your ability to create a quality dish under such strict time constraints. Do not underestimate that skill. I found a great deal of a restaurant's success lies in performing tasks uh, expeditiously. As an example, some other services I provide are procuring ingredients, ensuring our equipment functions, and perhaps most importantly, listening to our customers. If any these tasks were ignored for an extended period, it's fair to say the Bismarck would fall into chaos, and our name would lose its considerable luster. Well, I trust you now have something of an insight into my responsibilities. I wish that all our members shared your curiosity about what goes into running this place. Connection with server was lost. Why? Authentication issue occurred. Did my subscription run out? I thought... Yes, my subscription ran out. It just ticked over to the new... It's... Didn't think that'll be the case. Damn it, Cahoon! It was subscription, right? Let's see. It'll give me a message here to clarify. Yeah, it was subscription. I ran out. Well, that's annoying. The moment I actually sit down to actually play the fucking game. And here I was looking forward to reading more of the Guildmaster's text. Well, what can be done about that? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, love and peace, baby. Bloody annoying. But I'll get a subscription again to it soon, and it's gonna be a tight week. I'm hoping to do a course starting next week. By the time this comes out, the course will long since be over a year. But yeah, next Thursday we'll be starting. 120 for the course. It's a short thing. I have to pay 60 up front, 60 like a week later or whatever. So yeah, it's just money's a little tight. Like, I have it, but I wouldn't have it for both this and that, because I have paid like 20 for this. 22. The retainers, they really amp up the price of the subscription. I do not like the retainer system. I do not like how you have to fork out so much extra money to auction stuff more efficiently. Like, if you don't have retainers, you can auction 40 things at most. If you if you don't pay for the bonus ones, but if you pay for the bonus ones, you get an extra 140 at max. So you have 180 things there. It's ridiculous. Like, you end up going from 40, being able to auction 40 things, to being able to auction 180 at one time. It's a ridiculous jump that they're gating behind real world money. I do not like that. I want to, if there is real money being traded for a game, subscription, buying the game, hell, cosmetics, sure. I do not like it when it stems into gameplay, and especially not something like that. It was annoying as hell in like Guild Wars 2 for you know, the chests that you'll get as you go around. It's annoying as hell there, but at least it was just those chests. Well, actually, there was other examples of it, but let's just isolate it there. Well, actually, no, there's no point in doing that, is there? Whatever. Basically, that whole system, I'm not a fan of it. It takes away from the game. Having to spend an extra tenner on the game to be able to actually properly auction, you know, or be able to get shards in easy rate. Though to be fair, shards are actually pretty cheap. It's perfectly fine to just buy them, you know. They're like 100 gil a piece. Certainly they're typically sold in huge bunches, but 100 gil a piece, it's not too bad. Unless the bunches are too huge, you know. Like, would not want to be buying a 10,000 shard bunch. I don't think it could go up to 10,000. It would be like 9,999, but still would not want to buy it at 100 a piece. Actually, yeah, no, 100 at 2 zeros. Yeah, that would be a lot. But yeah, anyway, I'm not a fan of that in the slightest. Well, let's just forget everything else. I'm not a fan of that in the slightest. It takes away from the game. It's quite a questionable, dodgy system. And I would love if they stopped doing it. I don't ever see that happening, though. It's brought in them way too much money. It's way too much of a thing. I don't see them ever stop doing it. So as a runner-up, I would at least would love if they refined the system that's there. It's very clunky at the moment, and I would love if they smoothed it up a bit. You know, smoothed the edges off and whatnot. It's, you know, going to each guy individually, putting up the auctions the way they are, and the whole system is very slow and clunky. I would like a bit more of efficiency to it. Sure, keep the feel of the game and all that, but if they could just smooth up the efficiency of it. Because right now it's a fucking pain in the ass. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back soon to record more. Not that you're in any want for footage. Like I was saying, before I started recording this, I scheduled footage up to January 2021. And I've started doing the 3 episodes a week thing to compensate. I don't want to do one a day because I'm not playing this enough. But yeah, you get 3 episodes a week. At 40 minutes a piece. Oh yeah, that's actually like getting an episode for 6 days of the week. You know, presumably it was a 20-minute episode a day kind of thing. But anyway, so yeah, you're not exactly wanting for footage with me all the way up to January 2021. Keep in mind that's of where I've uploaded thus far. There's more for me to edit. Beyond what I just recorded here today. But anyway, I should go now. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed. Hope you join me again soon. And if there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, love and peace, baby.